My name's Dominique, and last year my husband was diagnosed with dementia, but it was something that was a long time coming. I'd noticed symptoms for quite some time, becoming just forgetful about things that he normally wouldn't be forgetful about. And mainly it was the questions. That's what he was forgetting. He'd ask you a question, and then as soon as he'd asked it, he would repeat the question and then repeat the question. So he had a diagnosis last year, which was very confronting, but at the same time a bit of a relief, because now we knew what we were dealing with. What have I learned from it? I've learned patience. That's the main thing I've learned. I'm a very impatient person, and I have learned that this is a disease of his brain, and it's not his fault that he asks so many questions. It can become very frustrating answering the same things over and over, but to do it with patience and try to do it with respect to him and not frustration and anger. That's the main thing that I've learned. How have I looked after myself at the moment? He's still okay to be at home for short periods of time on his own. So what I do is I go for walks. I go for walks with girlfriends, or I'll just go for a walk around the block. I like to walk. It's good for your mental health, and it just means that you're able to take yourself out of the situation. So at the moment, I know though that, there'll come a time when I can't do that, and then I would have to have a look at maybe getting him some support so that I can take time out for myself. But at the moment, we're okay with that. Tips for other carers. I think the main thing is to remember that this is not the person that you married. This is not his brain. This is a disease of his brain. And so when you get really frustrated that you're getting the same questions over and over, or if he starts to forget things, that it's not his fault, that he does have a disease and he's not in control of it. So I think that it's just patience, learning how to accept that this is not that person that you are used to, and accepting that, life is going to be different.